are you?
I'm fine. You look beautiful, Camilla.
Thank you.
Wally, are the candles ready?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Wally.
Hi, babe.
Hi, Jen.
Jan, would you please look through the lens and let me know if this candelabra is centered on the altar?
Could be a little bit more to camera right. Right there is perfect.
Okay. All right, I think we're just about ready to shoot. Marcella, would you take your mark? Wally, just finished putting that one in. And I'm not going to see the others, okay? All right. Pretty bride. Yeah, great. Beautiful. Lovely. All right, now a smile. Beautiful. Sophisticated. Beautiful. Terrific. Ganil, are you almost ready?
Yes, just about.
Okay, good. Marcella, you can relax, thanks. Jenny, would you please put another magazine on here?
All right, where's your room?
Wally, could you time me?
Sure.
Okay, hopefully.
Go.
Okay. 4.
All right, let's get him a fresh flower and, press that jacket. Yeah, I think you probably should groom your hair a little more like a groom.
Mom?
Hmm?
If Wally hired Ganilla, does that mean they're getting back together?
No. He just likes to see her a little work her way.
Isn't Ganilla kind of old for a bride?
Not if Wally's behind in his alimony.
Isn't she jealous that you see Wally?
No, she knows we're just friends.
Is this your idea of a joke? You know I carried a bouquet exactly like this when we got married.
I think I'd better leave. You can't do your best work
Wait
with me
a
around.
minute.
Look, I can't stand scenes.
Then why do you always provoke them? Look, it's your account. I'm not your wife anymore. There's no reason for you to leave because of a hired model.
It would be easier if I leave. Now, look, but you...
Everyone is watching. It's embarrassing.
Ganilla, I
Just
typically...
don't get on my nerves. I have to smile and be radiant.
Why don't you think of our wedding night?
I didn't say laugh hysterically.
Oh, well, then you can smile at all the alimony your lawyer got for you.
Don't joke. You are 3 months behind.
Well, if you'd work more, you wouldn't need it.
I let you keep the apartment, didn't I?
It's time you were liberated.
Oh,
Ganilla, no! Oh, my God. What have you done to the dress? Ganilla? Oh,
Wally, are you okay? You know, I'm sure glad my mom never married my father. Why get on a plane you know is going to crash? Mom? Here's your coffee. Be careful, it's hot. Mom, I forgot to mention it. They're having another of those father days at school today.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Mother.
Oh, hi, darling.
Do you happen to know Dad's schedule?
What?
7 o'clock patients is finishing now, and then he has patients all morning, and then he has a lecture in the afternoon. Why?
Well, it's Father's Day at school again. I was wondering if Dad could spare an hour and make an appearance.
I mean, it's too late to arrange anything now, Deborah.
Why didn't you ask Wally? He would love it.
I'm sure he would, Mother.
But I was just thinking about Jenny. I mean, it must be difficult for her.
She handles these things just fine.
I hope you're right. Bye, Deborah.
Goodbye, Mother.
Hello, gentlemen. I'm going to pass out name tags, and I'd like you to fill in the child's name and your name. Now, where the last names are different, if you could abbreviate and put F.A. for father, or G.F. for grandfather, or M.O.H., man of the house. How are you? Oh, I love to scratch your head. Hi, how are you? Oh, and gentlemen, we do have coffee and brownies, so please help yourselves.
Couldn't your father make it? No, what about yours? He's in California with his new wife. Does yours live with you? No. That's your sister, right?
Unfortunately.
Cute. Couldn't your mother take care of her?
My mother had a gynecological appointment. She's beginning her 3rd trimester.
What's that?
The 7th month. You're lucky to have no siblings.
It gets lonely sometimes.
I'll trade you what I've got for a single parent any day.
Which would you want to live with?
That's a tough decision. They both have drawbacks.
Hey, Andrew.
Have a brownie.
No, thanks.
Delicious. Sure you don't want one?
My mom won't let me eat stuff like that. She says I'll get cellulite in my thighs and men will cringe when they see me. How long has your mother been divorced?
She's not.
Where's your father? Is he dead?
I don't think so. They just never got married.
They had to be married once. Otherwise, you couldn't have been born.
Not necessarily.
A mother can't do it all by herself. She can't just sit on an egg. I didn't say she was a chicken. All I said was that she didn't feel like getting married. I've never heard of that.
Live and learn.
Well, I have a cancellation. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock, if that's all right with you. Yeah. That's fine.
Hello, Mr. Schlog. How are things going, Mr. Schlog?
Well, they're awful. They are worse than awful.
Well, would you like to tell me about it?
I hope that you can help me, Doctor. My alligator will not get out of my bathtub. It is just awful.
Take it easy, Mr. Schlog. There's a solution to every problem.
Doctor, what can I do?
Be assertive.
I was. Do you know what he said to me?
What?
He said he was on strike for alligator liberation.
How tacky.
Won't even share my washcloth. Doctor, should I leave him?
Divorce is a big step. I would think twice before I left an alligator. I'm just going to write you a prescription, Mr. Schlog. For bread, butter, and caviar.
Ah. BB&C. That is my favorite medicine.
Is Wally showing a movie this week?
Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Oh, that's so amazing.
His patience. He's crazy about her. She doesn't give him a chance.
Mom isn't the marrying kind.
There's no such a thing, baby.
If Mommy got married, she'd have to fix meals and clean house and shop and everything.
About time she got started.
She's not the type.
Doctor, do you know what this lady has?
What, Mr. Schlog?
Meningitis. She too needs a little BB&C.
Thank you, doctor. I'll stick to my English muffin. What is it, Joe?
It's just, I need a nitroglycerin.
I think you should see Dr. Root tomorrow. What's your BB&C?
A nice homely scene. It's one of those ads showing a mother having more time with her family because she uses an oven cleaner.
How sick, Mom. How could you do that?
Simple. I do it to get money for the rent of my book. When I shoot pictures like this, I keep one eye closed. Something's missing here, though. I don't know. Maybe a tree growing under a skylight. Or a dog curled up by the fireplace. A big dog.
I'll be back in a minute, okay, Mom? Here's your hot dog.
Is that?
Oh, it's an Irish wolfhound.
Would you rent him out for an ad? My mom's a photographer.
What's it for?
An oven cleaner.
Well, Lord knows, I've tried to get that dog to clean the oven. I say to her, what am I, the maid? She just looks at me like it's not even dirty.
She just has to lie down in front of a fireplace. It's a cozy family scene.
What's the oven doing near the fireplace?
Mom will explain. Why don't you talk to her? She's working over there.
Interviewing dogs?
No. She's working on her photo book. It's going to be called Over 65. You walk dogs for a living?
Temporarily. After that, I go back in the fall to teaching school. Listen, does this ad pay anything?
$25 an hour.
Terrific, you know, because my money just seems to disappear on me. Hey, wait a minute. What's this? Come on, we'll go talk to your mom.
Okay.
Come on, Norma.
In my opinion, there's only one president.
Roosevelt. You can keep the rest.
Where would we be without Social Security?
And Eleanor, the greatest. She others can't hold a candle.
Hey, Mom, I think I've got the dog for you.
Oh? Which one?
The wolfhound. That one's Theo's.
Well, who's Theo? Is he a trainer?
No, he's a teacher. And he just got back from Africa. He was in the Peace Corps.
Hi.
Hi.
I understand you're looking for a dog.
Yeah. Is this one yours? You think your dog could model?
Well, I think Norma has star potential, but I'm really concerned about whether she can hang on to her sense of values. Listen, I live just down the street at 14 West 73rd. Why don't you drop by a little bit later and you can take a look at Norma, see if you like her.
Okay.
Good. I'll see you then.
Fine.
You want we should continue?
About Franklin D. Roosevelt?
Well, Norma, you got the job.
Here you go, 1 carrot juice.
Oh, thank you very much.
How is it?
Delicious.
What do you think your mother wants?
I don't know. You better ask her. She'll be out in a minute.
Listen, we took a chance. Thought you might like carrot.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice. Is that your roommate?
Oh, recently.
Stewardess?
Why do you say that?
Oh, the little soaps in the bathroom.
No, she does a lot of flying on business. As a matter of fact, that's how we met in Africa when I was in the Peace Corps. But we're not together anymore. She wasn't quite ready to settle down.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I suppose not. I guess I just wasn't, didn't care enough to wait it out. Because I am ready.
Ready for the home in the suburbs and the little white picket fence?
Home, family, children. It's time. You all right? Here, don't hit her on the back. Here, put your arms up over your head. Breathe through your nose, if you can. Big breath. Uh-huh. That's good. You can put your hands down now.
Oh. Well, we really have to go. We'll see you at the studio next week.
Is there a chance of seeing you before then? After all, we are neighbors.
Well, I'm really kind of tied up with work. I have to do some prints, for Wally.
Oh, but you'll be finished with those prints tonight. It's due in the morning, remember?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good thing I reminded you. Wally would have came.
Who's Wally?
He's the agency man on the oven cleaner end. He's also the guy I go with.
Oh, I see.
Well, come on, sweetheart.
Bye, Wolfman.
Goodbye, Jen.
Nice meeting you.
Mom, why did you say that about Wally? We don't go together.
I thought the Wolfman was coming on too strong.
I thought it was me. Hi, Wally. Hi, Martha.
Hiya, kid. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Princess. Guess what we got tonight?
What?
One of your favorites.
The Wizard of Oz for the millionth time. Oh, neat. I love it. Great.
Yes, sir. We now present to you, ladies and gentlemen, in gorgeous rainbow color, the Tin Man, the Wicked Witch of the West, and the one and only Cowardly Lion.
Boring. Can I have a soda? Sure, I stocked up.
Where's Deb? Debbie! It's cinema time. The next showing is at 8 o'clock. Cinema!
Why can't we have something good, like Star Wars?
Marshall, just sit down and be quiet. Deb! Look, why don't you thread it up for me, Jenny? Debbie! Debbie! Debbie? Deb?
Wally, I'm busy right now.
Well,
Wally, don't open the door. Can't you see the red light is on?
listen, Debbie, I've been working out. Come on out. I want you to punch me in the stomach.
Ah, nuts.
What's the matter?
Put the hypo in the water tray.
Oh, so stingy. Here, come on. Hard as you can.
Wally, I'm right in the middle of making prints.
Oh, wait. You going to be out later?
I'm not sure.
Well, when am I going to see you?
I don't know, maybe Saturday.
Debbie. Did that scene with Ganella put you off?
No.
Yeah, I know it did. It's not very sexy when your ex-wife tries to put you out of commission.
She is a bit of an animal.
Hey, come on. Come on.
Oh. I'll see you later.
Well, what happened?
I lost my contacts.
Oh, here, let me help. Marshall, shine the light on down here, will you? I'm extremely good at this. Ah! There you are, right in front of you, Princess. No, don't put it in right away, lamb chop. There might be some dust on it. Go wash it off first.
He's nice. Is your mom going to marry him? She's not the marrying type. Well, if you're sure, maybe my mom would like him. Not like treating a ball player. We don't have him under contract. Why do you wear contacts anyway?
Because my eyes are my best feature. For what? For dating. What else?
I guess my best feature is backgammon. I'm practically undefeated.
Wally, if you'll get out of there, I think we can make this shot.
Hello, Mr. Schlock?
Oh, is that you, Doctor? How I need a really good doctor like you. Treat me quickly.
At least you don't have your alligator bothering you.
Do you know that miserable creature sneaked past the authorities? And right this moment he is underneath my bed and he will not budge 1 inch? And he is eating all the good snacks that my friends are sending me?
Mr. Schlag, call the guard.
You just took my temperature.
Well, I'm sorry, Doctor. I'm going to have to take it again.
Well, I have my doctor on the phone right now. Doctor, is it absolutely necessary to have your temperature taken 7 times in 1 day when it is perfectly normal?
You know you're going to have an operation tomorrow. You better let them do what they have to do.
Go take somebody else's temperature.
You're a physician yourself. You should be more cooperative. Now, Dr. Bergman, we're going to have to take your temperature.
I have to go now.
Down, Norma. Good girl. Okay.
Thank you.
He's very commanding. Where did you find him, darling?
Jenny found him in the park. I think we're about ready to shoot this now. Wally, if you'll just get out of the way.
Why do they call them wolfhounds?
I think because they chased all the wolves out of Ireland.
All right, well, happy family, nice, happy family.
You have a dog?
Our building doesn't allow pets.
That's too bad.
Anyway, Mom wouldn't have time to walk a dog if we had one. So I'd have to do it all the time.
Well, one of the parents definitely has to like animals. In my case, it was my father.
Well, I don't have one, so I don't know.
Yeah. Weren't they allowed in the building either?
No, they allowed fathers. Mom just never got married. I'm illegitimate.
Well, I don't know. You look pretty legitimate to me.
You know, sometimes I'd rather be tortured than say that. And sometimes I just blurt it all out.
Yeah.
Please. Thank you. Okay, Danny. Happy family. Mike, uncover yourself, please. Oh, terrific.
Well, it certainly looks like a cozy family scene, doesn't it?
Okay,
It's phony, huh?
What, are you down on families?
Look, Ganella.
Mostly they don't work out.
I don't know. Mine did.
All right, Rich, just free.
Where'd you grow up?
Western Pennsylvania.
You?
My father was a country veterinarian.
Hey, what kind of animals?
All kinds. He once cured a pigeon of being pigeon-toed.
You're pulling my leg.
Yeah, that's what the pigeon said.
Okay, Theo, I think that does it for Norma.
Excuse me.
Bye-bye.
Norma, come on, baby.
Come on. She was terrific.
She enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. I need my hand.
I'd like to see you again.
Well, I don't really socialize very much. Except for Wally.
I'd like to call you, okay?
If you like.
Am I free on the 18th?
Yeah, I'll call him.
Hi, this is Theo, the Wolfman. I'd like to have you both over for Sunday brunch if you can make it, so call me back, please.
Call him back, Mom, okay?
Honey, I'm not sure if I want to go.
Can I go by myself?
Well, I kind of think the invitation was for the both of us.
You mean both or nothing?
Afraid so.
Are you going to think it over?
Honey, I'm too busy to even think it over. You better hurry up. We have to get all that stuff over to Grandpa at the hospital.
Right. Mom? How long is Grandpa going to be in the hospital?
For at least 10 days after the operation.
Could he die?
The nursing staff may not survive, but I think he will. Oh, he's a terrible patient. That's why I'm bringing some of his favorite things.
To cheer him up.
I remember when we found this fella. Grandpa and I were on a dig in Mexico.
That must be when you met my father.
Yeah, it was.
I was thinking today that maybe I'd send my father a letter.
Why?
I'm just curious about him.
I don't even know where he is, Jeff.
He could be lonely and thinking about us all the time. Watch this. Guess which hand?
He really doesn't know about you, Jenny.
Did you love him, Mom?
I wasn't sure. We had our anthropology in common, but I didn't know what else. After the summer, he left for Brazil to write his Ph.D. on the toilet training of Canela Indians. I mean, he would have given up his whole career, demanded to marry me. Would have been a disaster.
You could have aborted me.
I wanted you. Very much. You're my best friend. The best thing that ever happened to me. Come on. Molly's waiting to feed you.
I'll get it.
In Mom, the Wolfman and Me continues.
What's this?
Well, I thought as long as you're just lying around being a pincushion, maybe it's time to start editing our book. Now, I've done half the photographs. This is what I've typed for the interviews.
I think you'll have to find yourself another editor.
Oh? How come?
You see, Mother and I have reached a decision. We decided to retire, move to Arizona. Debbie, I'm serious.
Dr. Jones, surgery, please. Dr. Jones.
It's a low blow.
Well, your mother and I have been thinking about this for some time. It's got nothing to do with the heart business.
This is going to come as quite a shock to Jenny. We both kind of count on you.
Now, Jenny will manage and you will manage. Nobody is irreplaceable.
Don't you think you ought to talk to a good psychiatrist?
I talk to myself all the time. That's why I'm going to retire.
Hello. How's our patient?
Impatient.
Dr. Ruth, this is our daughter, Deborah. She's a professional photographer, a freelancer, and unattached.
Nice to meet you. Well, tomorrow's the big day.
Not as far as I'm concerned. I shall sleep through the entire operation.
I would like to check you over. Excuse me?
Oh. Hi, Dad.
Command, my jewel. Courage.
I'll be right back.
Mrs. Keys, telephone, please. Mrs. Keys.
We're going to sit through this thing together tomorrow. Yes?
I'm working tomorrow. But you can reach me.
You're not taking the day off.
I can't help Dad by being here. And it's an important assignment.
It's only important to you because you have nothing else. No husband, no life.
I have a fine life. May not be your choice of life, but it's mine.
Deborah, I worry about you. You are leaning on your father too much.
I'll carry on.
What about Jenny? With your nose in the developing fluid all the time.
I wish you understood me as well as she does.
And when she grows up, then what's left?
What's left? I work. And lots of other things.
Is that really enough?
I'll let the future take care of itself.
Who's going to take care of Jenny when I'm not around? And who's going to cook her supper tonight, for instance?
Polly.
So, why don't you give him a chance? Yes. Mr. Wright may never show up. I'll call you tomorrow, Deborah. I'll call you tomorrow, he said. Goodbye, Deborah.
What do you want, white or black? It doesn't matter, because either way, I'm going to win. Come on, Alicia!
Is your mother sick?
She was up late last night working in the dark room. She usually sleeps in her jeans so my friends won't think she's weird.
Can I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Sure. We don't have any bread or jelly. But we do have some celery.
I don't see any milk.
We were supposed to get some yesterday, but we were on a shoot.
Doesn't your mother ever cook?
Almost never. We usually get pizza or hot dogs or Chinese food. Try it.
No, thanks. Why don't we go to my house? Our refrigerator's loaded.
Hello, children.
Hello.
How much homework do you have, Andrew?
About an hour's worth.
And another half hour of practicing. And tonight you promised to clean up the hamster cage and get started on your book report.
Okay.
I need the kitchen at 4:45. Do you have a special time that you have to be home, Jenny?
No.
You're sure?
Yeah. Mom doesn't have a clock in the house. When she has to get up early sometimes, she sends herself a telegram.
Well, our family has a schedule. Andrew, why don't you look over your homework, and if you can't work everything in, there's no TV tonight. Clean up your dishes, Andrew.
Do you have time for another game?
Yes, there is time. You just have to be organized.
I will set up the boy to play.
Just be glad your mother has a job where she can give orders.
I know, she gets it out of her system.
Oh, miss.
Kind of splurgy.
Well, I'm celebrating.
Oh? What?
Getting you out of your jeans and into a restaurant. Of course, I'd rather just get you out of your jeans, period. Listen, you want to, come over to my place? You know, just have a drink.
I don't think so, no.
Well, why not?
I have a lot of things to do. Just drop me off, okay?
Well, what if I drop you off in a horse and buggy? We could go through the park.
Okay, sounds great.
Waiter. Camilla isn't around. Children aren't around. You know, we aren't alone all that often.
There's more.
Hey, I have a great idea. Why don't we get some ice cream, take it over to your place, and just gorge ourselves? What do you say?
Do I name the flavor?
You can write your own ticket.
Mandarin chocolate.
Sold. Driver, could you take us instead to Broadway and 71st Street, please?
Sure, but I think they're out of Mandarin chocolate. Why don't you try Broadway and 88?
Well, are you sure?
Actually, I'm positive.
Oh, my God, it's the Wolfman.
The who?
We used his dog in the oven cleaner ad.
You're the dog walker.
You're the agency man, right?
Yeah, or should I say the canine exercise technician.
Well, I try to leave all the creativity to you guys on Madison Avenue. Anyway, all this is only till the autumn, and I have to go back to work for a little.
Doing what?
I have an offer to teach in a new boarding school in Massachusetts.
Yeah, well, this has really been swell running into you, but maybe we should just get out up ahead, and you can get back to your work.
No, it's okay. I usually go across town about this time anyway.
Aren't you losing a lot of business?
No, I was having a very good night.
So was I.
Hi, Theo.
Good evening, Theo.
Hi, Eva.
Hi, Theo.
Ted, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Who are your friends?
Actually, they're my students. I teach a Monday night poetry course at the Senior Citizen Center.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd like to come by there sometime.
Sure.
I'm doing a book, a photo book on aging.
Listen, you know, some of their poems are not bad. You might be interested in using them. What kind of pictures are you doing?
Oh, why don't you come on up to my place? I'll show you.
What, tonight?
Why not?
Oh, they're so wonderful. Caught a real sense of anguish in these faces.
Thanks. I also want to show the compensations of aging. Wisdom, ripeness, playfulness. The book is also going to have interviews. I got a great one last week. I haven't typed it up yet, but I can play it for you.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to hear it.
Excuse me, Wally.
You know, Deb, you and I ought to straighten this stuff up.
Hello? Hi, Ganilla. Yeah, he's here just a minute.
Janella? Well, what's his temperature? Well, did you try to get his doctor? Look, Ganilla, can't you handle this by yourself? It's just... All right. I'll be over there as soon as I can. It's Marshall. My kid, he's running a temperature of 104. Ganilla's a little worried about him.
Oh, he's all right.
Oh, well, he was the last time she did this. But you never know. I better go. Good night.
I hope everything turns out okay.
Excuse me.
Sure.
Here, let me. Bye.
I'll see you later.
Thanks. Bye.
Mom, the Wolfman and Me continues.
Sailor, skipping up the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, below, below. Only above the sea, your ocean wave to roll, and the storm to blow. Hi.
Hi. Mom. The Wolfman's in our kitchen.
Yeah. I know.
Well, where did you find him?
Wally and I met him in the park last night. He was looking at some of the photos, you know, for the book. Now we stayed up late, so I asked him to stay over.
Did Wally stay over too?
No, Wally went home. Hey, why don't you go keep Theo company, okay?
Hi again. You want some pancakes?
What are those lumps?
Nuts, raisins, coconut. Boring, healthy things like that.
Did you buy it all? Because we don't stock much food.
Yeah, I noticed. No, I found a deli that was open. You want to help me out with the tape?
How about you had a surprise last night with Mom?
What do you mean?
She snores.
I didn't notice. Get me some plates for the table, will you?
Okay. Do you like to cook?
Yeah, if I have somebody to cook for.
Where's Norma?
Well, she's at home. My neighbor's going to walk her.
You know, we had this dog once in another apartment that peed all the time. The only time it didn't pee, though, was when you took it for a walk. And when it didn't pee then, it peed on your lap. I mean, you talk about gross.
I think I know the dog. We can eat as soon as your mother gets here.
Oh, don't wait for her because she never eats breakfast. She sleeps late and wakes up very slowly.
Okay. Why don't you sit down and make you some pancakes?
I'll get it. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, hi, Wally.
Hiya, Jenny. How you doing?
Hi.
Listen, I got our movie for us.
You did?
Yeah, you're going to love it. I bet you didn't know Chaplin could roller skate.
Hi. Marshall okay?
Yeah, it was a false alarm. Same as usual. Listen, kid, I got the circus tickets.
You did?
Yeah, there's an extra one. You can bring a friend.
I can?
If you want.
Well, what about Theo?
Well, I think after being with animals all week, Theo doesn't want to see him on his time off. Is your mom around?
Mom's in the bedroom.
I just wanted to leave the movie off for tonight. I won't be able to make it. I'll pick it up tomorrow when you're through.
Okay.
Okay. So long.
So long.
Aren't you going to ask me where I'm going?
Where are you going?
For a walk. And I'm going to ask myself why I let people treat me like some kind of a teddy bear. Something soft and available. Some new toy comes along and you just throw it aside. I just want you to know that we've been friends for a long time. I understand.
Good. What do you understand?
You're probably feeling some panic about your father leaving, and I figure if I'm just patient and understanding, things will get back to the way they were.
Did you like them the way they were?
No, I wanted more. I actually don't feel very understanding at all. In fact, I'm sore as hell. You were very rude last night.
I'm sorry.
To me, last night was supposed to be a special evening for the two of us. I certainly didn't figure on you picking up a buggy driver and then throwing him in my face the next day.
One small point. I did not invite you over here.
I come over every Sunday and show movies. You remember?
At night. 11 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I was going somewhere, and I wanted to drop off the movie.
Where were you going?
I was going to get Jenny that camera I promised her.
Oh. You sure you still want to?
Of course. I'm not mad at her.
Extraordinary. Fills the room.
He goes way beyond the room.
Who is it?
My father. Dad's always thought that I could do anything I want. And because he believed in me, I believed in me. The other side of basking in his admiration is that I've had to work like crazy. Feels that I'm worthy of it.
What's he like?
Generous, wise, funny, scholarly.
Is that the way your mother would describe it?
She's a very complicated lady. We don't speak the same language.
And 2 years in the Peace Corps. I saved Kenya. Then I thought it was time to get on with my own life, so when the offer came from the Cape, I took it. It's a good school. And, they let me design my own curriculum instead of teaching by the numbers. It's exciting. Kids are a little weird. And you? Jenny said something about another book.
Oh, yeah, when I finish this one on aging, I'm going to write one on migrant workers.
And then you're going to do the Everglades book.
Right.
You sound very busy.
Yeah, the problem is in order to pay for all of it, I have to run myself ragged with advertising, magazine work. I don't get a chance to take a breath.
Jenny! Jenny, I got it!
You did?
Let me show it to you. It's got everything I told you about.
Wait!
Here, look at it. How about that, huh?
Me, Daddy,
Here. Should I pose for you?
yes, we're just dating.
Come on. Come on, Marshall.
my day.
Marshall!
News 10 at 5. Patty Duke Aston and David Burney in Mom, the Wolfman and Me continues.
How many times has your mother been married? Twice. Does she want to do it again? Mom says she's good at marriage. She just hasn't been lucky. Mine is a career instead. So does mine. Look, Monday, gym in the morning, facial in the afternoon. Tuesday, hair in the morning, fitting in the afternoon. Wednesday, massage in the morning, gym in the afternoon.
She works hard.
My mother says a woman's body is a musical instrument. It needs a lot of tuning and a good musician to play it. Want to see one of her textbooks? Here. Look at this. Thick pictures, huh? Turn the page and see what happens when they want to make love.
How does he do that?
It must be like making a muscle in your arm.
Just a little like wrestling.
Look at some of these grips.
Can't imagine my mother doing anything like that.
Mine does it when she's in love with one of her beaux.
My mother hates exercise. I know she wouldn't do anything strenuous like this.
You want to bet?
I'll bet you my collie Simon against your Grateful Dead.
Does the Wolfman stay overnight?
Sure. He says because they're up late talking and he likes to fix me breakfast in the morning.
That's not the only reason.
They don't do any of this stuff. I'm positive.
Your mom did it once or you wouldn't even be here.
She went water skiing once just to see if she could do it. But she doesn't get dragged around the lake all the time.
Look at her. Oh, that's wonderful. There's a poem that'll go with that. John Anderson, My Joe, by Robert Burns. It's a woman talking to her husband or her lover. And they're very old now. They're frosty, she says. She remembers a time when his hair was like the raven. That's about the long climb up the hill and how they'll sleep together at the foot of the hill.
I think it's important for people to climb the mountain alone. There's you. There's me. Separately, we're terrific. Together, we're a mess.
Two people don't have to crowd each other. They can complete one another.
One washes, the other dries.
Something like that.
I prefer paper plates.
Well, one drives, the other reads a map.
I can stop the car and look at a map.
Waste time.
So does compromising.
Compromise. Is that what you think your mother did?
She started out as an opera singer, married my father, gave up her singing, spent the rest of her time taking care of my father and me. Now that I'm grown, she's still trying to take care of me.
Oh, it's different now. You'd never think of giving up what you do.
I like to work around the clock for 2 days and sleep for 2 days. Why would anybody put up with that?
Because it fascinates me. I have something I do, a profession I care about. I'm a good teacher. There's a passion about what you do, a real sense of urgency. I'd like to be part of that. love loves me, and all the wonders I see.
When did you learn to bake bread?
A rainbow shines in my window. After my father died. My mother did it to make some extra money, you know. Now I do it because I don't know, because I enjoy it.
How old were you when your father died?
About 12.
Did they used to fight?
Yeah, sometimes. Her eyes kissed mine. I saw the love in them shine. She brought me heaven right here when her eyes kissed mine.
Well, here's our angel of mercy with some B, B, and C. How did you know about our emergency?
I got a call from the Red Cross.
Ah.
How do you like it?
That's wonderful. Where did you buy it?
The Wolfman made it.
Who?
Mom's friend Theo. He bakes it every time he sleeps over.
Very enterprising young fellow.
This is the buggy driver? Yes?
Don't worry, Grandma. They're not going to get married. That Noah's Ark stuff with the animals, 2 by 2. It's old-fashioned.
No one was lonely on the Ark, and the species continued.
Grandma, women nowadays don't have sex just to have babies. They do it because they like it. Things have changed since your time, Grandma. What do you do, Mom?
Expanding my horizons. Oh, okay. Go sit down. There's French toast. Theo and I are going out to dinner.
Since when did you start wearing dresses?
Well, I figured I needed some things for special occasions. I really needed something for the cocktail party for Theo up at school this weekend.
Does Theo ask you to wear a dress?
Well, this weekend is very important to him. You know he'd want me to look nice.
You're starting to sell out, Mom.
No, I'm not, honey. I thought you liked Theo.
Sure, as a friend. What made you change? Sex?
Well, when you combine sex and love, it becomes pretty powerful.
I may throw up.
I'm going to finish getting ready.
Hello?
Deborah Bergman, please. This is the adoption agency about some photos.
Well, this is her daughter. I do her bookings.
Is she free next Saturday around 9 o'clock?
Hold on, I'll take a look. Yeah, she can do it.
Thanks. See you then.
Bye. Mom? I booked you for this Saturday.
Honey, you know that's when we're going away with Theo.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you look at the schedule?
Yeah, but it's just for a couple of shots. For the children's agency. You know those pictures that they show to people that are looking for kids to adopt.
All right, look, just call them back and tell them we'll be delighted to do it as soon as we get home.
But it's just for a couple of shots. They go to press Monday.
You know how those things get out of hand.
All right. You call them up and cancel. Just say that you have this boyfriend and kids don't matter anymore.
I'll talk to Theo. Okay? Tonight. Maybe he won't mind if we leave a little later. Okay?
F-16.
Let's go. Okay, now, Robbie, I want a nice, big smile. Now, what makes you laugh, Robbie? Robbie, how many times have you been married? Oh, Robbie, you see that elephant behind you? Robbie, let's just do a really serious one, okay? No smiling at all. Ready? All right. Okay, no. Excuse me. Oh, please don't laugh. I've been to a lot of doctors, and there's nothing they can do about it. They just can't cure it. Okay. Thanks, Robbie.
What's happening?
Everything takes longer than you think.
How long do you think?
Well, I thought I was just about finished, but I just found out I have 4 more kids.
Deborah, if we don't leave now, I mean, we're not going to make it.
Maybe we should start over on another weekend.
Another week? I thought I explained this. You know, they've gone to a lot of trouble for us. I can't do that. I mean, there's a tour of the area and a faculty cocktail party. I mean, it's very rude of me to cancel at the last minute. It's inconsiderate.
Oh, maybe you should go by yourself.
Yeah, right. You know, you and I have a deadline, too.
What does that mean?
That means September, when I leave.
Jenny, would you get the other kids ready, please? Are you thinking that I would like it well enough to move up there with you?
Yes.
And you really don't know what I'm all about.
You know, one of these days you'll come out of hiding in your dark room and your parents will be gone and Jenny will be grown. I'll be married to somebody else.
Are you threatening me with dire loneliness because I'm keeping a commitment to some disadvantaged children?
What about your commitment to me?
I have always accepted the fact that you were leaving in September. That was part of our understanding.
Yeah, I know. I fell in love. I'm sorry. I broke the contract.
You're talking about Norma's kind of love. You say drop the bone.
That's not what I'm talking about. You know it.
Then why don't you stay here?
The job's not in New York.
Mine's not in Cape Cod.
That's funny.
Still not home.
Not home or not answering. Should have been home yesterday.
I should have never taken that bookie, Mom.
Don't worry about it, honey. I don't think I could have lived behind his white picket fence anyway. Good night.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Jenny.
What's wrong?
I can't sleep.
What's the problem?
Hate to see Deborah end up single.
Debbie's a free spirit.
Yeah? She's got 2 mothers and 1 husband, and nobody she can count on. You call that a free spirit?
Well, how do you figure it?
Well, you support her emotionally like a husband. She's got a daughter who waits on her, brings her coffee, makes her appointment, finds her film when she loses it. She's got a mother who takes care of her daughter, does half the cooking for her.
Deborah does not cook. Any woman can cook. Deborah heats.
Well, I mean, she could do better than a dog walker who rides a horse and buggy all over Manhattan, no?
Was that worthy of you?
Of course you were.
You were the beautiful and talented daughter of my psychiatry professor. You were an opera singer. You were a painter.
Yes.
And I was a poor student who just wanted to live with you. I didn't care what your parents thought.
Oh, I love that about you. Yeah, but you were going to be a doctor. Why was she so crazy about dogs? She could marry a veterinarian.
You've got to accept her the way she is.
I can't. I try, I can't.
Well, you accepted me, didn't you?
No, not entirely.
Well, mostly?
Joe. What you doing, Joe?
Hi, Jenny. How are you, baby?
Fine. Are you moving everything?
No, I'm just loading up the wagon. I'll get the rest when I come back.
But school doesn't start till the fall.
Yeah, I know. I have an offer for a carpentry job, you know, for this summer. Help the school get open.
We just can leave without saying goodbye?
Hey, it's not goodbye. I'll be back.
Visits. Do you want to see why Mom had to stay last weekend?
Yeah.
See, if somebody wants to adopt a kid, they look at the pictures first, and then they ask to see the kid. See, if the kid's got really big problems, Mom gives them a lot of backlight and gets a super smile. Wouldn't you want to adopt this kid?
Yeah, I might. I'd also like kids of my own.
Mom wouldn't be very good at raising children.
Well, she didn't do a bad job with you, did she?
But it's all changed now,
Is it?
like the new math.
Well, we could help her. You know, she wouldn't have to do it alone.
Mom just never act like married people do. She's not the type.
Well, neither am I. Come here. You know, you don't have to copy other people's lives. You could invent your own.
Why can't we live together without getting married?
Where would you like to do that? Massachusetts or New York?
I can't answer for Mom. What's it like there?
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, sweetheart.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Listen, take good care of yourself. Tell your mom I'm right, okay? And take care of her.
Bye, Norma. Be a good dog
Huh?
He told me he hates Arizona.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. There are beautiful alligator ranches there with elegant cages.
He's like me, though. It's just too many changes for him all at once.
What changes do you mean?
First year I broke up with Mom. Wally went back to Canilla, and you were moving away. And I'm going to be 12, and believe me, 11 was bad enough.
12 is a tough age. I'm going on 65. It's almost as tough.
Mom's not happy. I'm not happy, and Theo's not happy.
It's not a happy situation.
Grandpa? Isn't there something you could do?
Okay, Dad. It's your turn. Tell us about love in old age.
Well, I guess I've listened to my patients talk about love 100,000 hours. I know something about the horrors and the comforts of love. Whether people help or hurt each other in old age depends on how that love began and how it flourished.
Grandpa? How did you meet Grandma?
I met my wife, your grandmother, on a ski slope in Vermont. And we talked for hours before I found out that she was the daughter of my professor of psychiatry. And pretty soon we were practically living together, but we were shy about marriage and so forth. And after a year and a half, we went to ski in Europe. And one day, we started out in Switzerland and ended up in Italy. And that's when I thought, that's the way to proceed. Love and commitment are two adjoining countries. Sometimes you cross the border without even knowing it. I've always backed into my important decisions. I follow my intuition. I don't look for too many guarantees.
We've been here, but Mom's been calling you in Massachusetts.
I'm so glad to see you.
Oh, hi, Norma. Here, Daniel.
Patty Duke Aston and David Burney in Mom, the Wolfman and Me continues.
Why the raincoat, Mom? It's beautiful out.
Operational?
Aren't you going to invite me in?
Oh, yeah, sure. Come on in. It's not raining, is it?
Oh. Oh, yeah. I don't mean this. How was Cape Cod?
Very far away. Very lonely.
More than anywhere in the whole world. I want to be in Cape Cod.
Teachers here have 2 jobs. The real estate agency here is run by a couple of teachers.
Hey, are you thinking of getting another job?
Oh, yeah, I've been doing a lot of thinking. I don't know, summer camp, something like that. It should be terrific, though, you know?
Are there any photography shops around?
Yeah, I think you can get a few supplies up here around the corner, but anything else you gotta drive about 20 miles. Come here, let me show you the main street.
Honey, don't ride your bike on the sidewalk. Okay.
Well, it's a good opportunity for you.
And for you?
I don't think I can make it here.
That's a photographer's dream. What are you talking about? You're just in shock because you don't see any garbage in the street, no muggings, no back ladies.
It's very scenic. I don't think I could function in this isolation. I'd have to do all my own darkroom work. So the black and white doesn't bother me. The color drives me crazy.
I'll do it. I will. I'll learn how.
The problem is I have to be near the publisher, the magazines, the editors, the action.
There are trains, planes. They go back and forth to New York City all the time.
I prefer the subway. If I had to get in a car and drive a half an hour in each direction every time I needed something in the darkroom, I'd go berserk.
Well, you could try to be a bit more organized.
How? Personality transplant?
No, just a modification. I was thinking, come to conclusion.
Oh. What's that?
You're a mess. You know that. You're really a disaster, Harry.
Stop trying to get on my good side.
You know all those tapes you have? I mean, there's nobody typing them. Nobody's editing them. You got years of work to do in the darkroom before you can talk to your publisher. I think you're going to be about 132 years old before you finish your book on aging.
Is this supposed to be a pep talk?
No. What I think you need is somebody to work along with you. Kind of make things happen, you know, a collaborator.
If you know somebody like that who lives in New York, I'd sure like to make an arrangement.
I think I might know just the guy.
It's a pity you gave up your apartment in New York.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Maybe we could room together. Next term.
I'm looking for permanent tenure.
Let's take it one term at a time, okay?
What?
If you move to New York for my work, is that going to make you feel wifely?
I'm going to be your partner and your lover. Listen. I can teach anyone. But I see it's very hard for you to do what you do here.
Hey, Ben, look what I just found.
What?
Isn't that neat? Look, it has like that on one side.
Honey, I can show you how to change the filter now.
In a second. The American sportsman strikes again.
I'll change it, Mom.
Oh, it's okay, sweetheart. I want Theo to learn how.
Why do you need two people who can change a filter?
Well, suppose you're not here.
Where would I be?
You could be in camp.
You're not thinking of shipping me to camp.
Jen, there are at least 1 million children who would love a camp experience.
Well, send one of them. Why pick on me?
I want to be alone with Theo. Living together is a very big step. We have to get used to each other.
Well, I got used to Theo, and it didn't take me much time. So what's your real reason, Mom?
Bottom line,
Yeah.
I'm the mother and you're the kid.
And you're pulling rank.
Guess so.
You're going to give me a hand? You're just going to sit there looking sultry and beautiful.
How would you like to be shipped off for 4 weeks?
Ah, stop complaining. You're probably going to have a terrific time. Give me a pot. Tennis, badminton.
What about pistol practice?
What about it? What about karate practice? What are you, in training for the Marines?
Yeah.
Give me a pot. They have a dark room, you know.
Kind of enlarger.
How would I know?
I'm not going to fool around with Mickey Mouse equipment.
I think you should stop feeling sorry for yourself.
Don't worry. I know you and Mom want private time alone. It's not that you don't like me.
Listen. I don't like you. I love you. You understand?
ice cream? Oh, first I have to unpack and get out of the sweater.
You really filled out.
Only in certain places. Come on back. Hey, you want to hear a really neat camp song? Great green globs of greasy, grimy gopher got marmalade of monkey meat, concentrated turkey feet. Great green globs of all-purpose porpoise puffs, and I forgot my school. Turn around, I want to see. Way. Oh, come on. What do they feel like? At first they were sore, but now I'm used to them. They don't feel like anything special. Like hands.
You know something? I really hate change. I don't know if I'm going to like being an adolescent. I think you get moody and worried about yourself, and you start to think about boys a lot. It's hard to imagine.
I think you have to keep on moving or you get left behind.
Here, Mother. It's too heavy. Don't worry. My baby's going full term. My baby? Daddy was your baby. This baby belongs to Theo, too. Of course, I didn't mean it. He intends to stay with his baby all his life. I think so. So? Mother, marriage is a permanent contract for a temporary arrangement. It hasn't been that way for me and your father. You have a special talent for it. Maybe it runs in the family.
You've done a real service with this book.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye. It's a beautiful piece of work. I'm glad you like it.
You know, my parents...
Excuse me. I do think we ought to let the lady go home now. She's had a very big day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, Miss Pratt.
My pleasure.
Well, how's it feel to be a celebrity?
Exhausting.
How's your hand? Tired?
No. Thanks.
What? Did a little typing? A little blue pencil?
Incomplete picture and text editing and a little prodding. Come on, if it weren't for you, all those pictures and all those words of wisdom would be lying in piles all over that apartment somewhere.
Well, you know, it's the only way to get the place cleaned up. And make room for Theo. Sorry, Theodora. Listen, I got turned down today.
For what?
Paternity leave. They said I had to be married.
That's discrimination. That's discrimination, isn't it, Norma?
Wonderful. I didn't know they gave celebrities parking tickets.
Thanks, I'll have my manager take care of it. Norma?
The baby better be a girl.
Oh, listen to her. Why's that?
Because girls aren't as sensitive as boys are.
What are you talking about?
Well, when it happened to me, I could handle it perfectly well. But if the kid calls a boy a little bastard, he'd want to beat them up, and he'd always be in fights. It's better to be a girl, if she's tough like me.
How many times you been called that, Bert?
Not too many times.
Tough, huh?
What's that state where you don't need a blood test to get married? You know, in the movies, they always cross the state line and wake up the justice of the peace.
I don't know. I think it's Virginia.
Why don't we stop off there on the way home?
I think that's a very good idea.